See what's going on out there. It's like Bitcoin right off, or there she goes. Flat top break right off that 15-minute chart. Keep support 1961. Start building from there. See what we got to do at the 60-minute chart. It's hitting resistance now. Still got to get that 2020 mark. Let's see here. Gold is up, silver's up. Silver made it past 17. Gold's still under 13. We need to get that moving. S&P up and down. Let's see. Feels like a glitch in the matrix. Chain for the win. Get above 20 here in a snap. S&P turn on top there on a 60-minute chart. Let's see how that. Dow Jones. Looks like it wants to be on its highs. All of a sudden, my computer doesn't want to work. Thank you, YouTube. See crude. Came back into support. Let's see if we can get a turnaround here. 60 is the break. See if Google's making that double top break. Now it's got a triple top. See the rejection on Google? Got a triple top now working. Let's change this. GRO, previous high break coming. JNUG back to support. Let's find it. I got nothing on miners. I got one on their highs. NAK on its highs. Watch for NAK for a 2 o'clock move. I got the double back on JNUG. No problems. The bullish retrace right on the open. Came back right into where it started. Let's keep support. This one's kind of annoying. This one. There are previous high breaks on JNUG, no problems. So what's that? PRELF. Looks like it hit a high. I'm watching for that head and shoulders top on this one. Ran too hard, too fast, made a top pattern. It's at resistance now. It could just pop right on through, just like Bitcoin did on its head and shoulders top. Here goes JNUG, previous high breaks, previous high. It's like gold over 13 should be a problem by the end of the week. Unless it wants to come all the way back in. Silver hit resistance. See if we can't break on through here. Silver. 1725. Let's get on through. PVG again. Got a double top on JNUG now. Watch for the really steep, short and sweet pullbacks. Hit resistance, came back into support. Hit resistance one more time. Watch for the short and sweet. Boom, boom. 1-2 punch over JNUG. Well, we're working the 1 minute air, but if you want resistance, go to the longer term charts. It's at 2025. Previous highs. We should just be able to knock right through it. See the 1-2 punch forming on the daily? Over the 8, into the 8, over the 13, into the 13. Let's pop across, right across the 34 on this morning run. 2025. We got to get above 20 first. That's emotional. After 20 is 2025 on that balance point there, that gap. We got plenty of room to play with down here in the 1 minute chart. Now we got support, previous highs. Maybe an accumulation phase, higher highs, higher lows, right through the 2025 mark. Back and forth, back and forth. I desperately want to change this to the biomedicals. As the miners trying to figure out what they want to do. Everyone's buying drugs. ARDM, previous high break coming. This one ran yesterday, just short and sweet little consolidation there. Watch for the double top pullback. Yes, PVG is moving. That's the only minor. PVG. You were on that the other day, weren't you? It's only moving because you're on it. Doing a little dance for you. JNUG's not holding support very well. Previous high breaks, Maria, is in and around 1240 there. So let's get two resistance. Watch it flop over. IDRA. Got to cut it low on those acronyms. IDRA. Can never tell. There's a nice balance point break on there. IDRA. Is that in our list there? I don't see it. Mbot. Oh, you made me put all the resistance lines on my Mbot chart. It's just doing back and forth stuff. That's a weekly. Let me erase all my crap. Those are all previous low lines. I don't know if it has room to come all the way back in, Maria. I am showing 3 wicks pointing up, so it could come all the way back in to support. Gather its legs and try again. So it'd be up to you if you want to hold it. It is holding support on that 8 on the daily. I got a nice little hammer on JNUG 1 minute chart. Right over the 13. Let's see if we can't save this thing for an upward trend. Let's get back above previous highs. It hasn't been oversold yet or overbought. So I think it has room to grow. Maybe it's just a head fake. But those 3 tips usually mean watch out below, find your legs and try again. I think it's just accumulating, Maria. You get the higher lows, higher highs, right off that coming out of the oversold situation on the weekly for Ambot. I don't know if you're trading it or keeping it. On the weekly, it looks like it's just accumulating across resistance lines. And you've got plenty of growth to go through. Previous lows. All the way to, I mean, it could get a double out of it once it's ready. It's just not ready yet. Got a head and shoulders top forming on JNUG. I'll confirm that hammer off the bottom, but I got to get above the previous left arm over here. And I just got rejected. So this thing's got to pick up. Got a nice little open. NURO right across the 2 o'clock mark. Looks like a bullish piercing pattern now. Got a hammer, maybe a 3-bar reversal working. Not sure about that yet. It's got a lot of work to do to get through resistance, but it's getting above 2, which is emotional. CRMD, nice little short and sweet consolidation. Yeah, I always get the itchy fingers. Here comes JNUG on the previous left arm break. Now we got support again. Almost, well, not yet. Almost. We got a pattern break coming here. BPMX, that looks pretty good off that bottom. Look at that in this little J curve pop. Consolidation. Needs volume. It's like 33 on up. Nice little break. Daily chart break right there. You do have previous low resistance at in and around 40, so it's going to be short and sweet. But could be one of those free share trading right there. Take a core, sell it at resistance, and leave the core running. Things aren't moving as much as yesterday. This one looks nice for a break. Needs volume though. This one desperately needs volume. JNUG still flirting with support. Now I got a head and shoulders top there. Did not confirm on the upside. CRHM, I would watch for volume on that. BNTC came all the way back into support. CERS. That one looks good. Epics. Needs a lot more volume on this one, but look how tight that is. Previous high breaks came all the way back into support. It's really tight. Make sure support holds at 27. Epics. Could be an epic move on that one. Let's check the weekly OBV. It's negative, but short little push could get it across 0. This thing was pummeled. What you got brewing there, Bill? Watch for previous high breaks on JNUG. The left shoulder, I need to break that left shoulder. I got a head and shoulders top now. 1 minute. Left, head, right shoulder. Almost confirmed that whole pattern. Saved by the bell again. The nice little 3-bar pattern. Let's watch this break across. I need to order more coffee. Well, I'd hold it now. It's breaking that left shoulder. Got a nice little failure pattern brewing here. Could get volatile here. If this pattern fails to hold, it's could get violent. Still hanging on by a thread. Looks bullish and then it cuts out. Looks bearish and then it saves itself. Lots of head fakes going on this morning. Just looking to close above this left shoulder. Hasn't done it yet. CERS. Oh. Stay above 3 on CERS. Stay above 3 for support. Watch the volume. It's good volume on the open. No volume break yet, but it's close. Excuse me. Just looking at the weekly on CERS. Coming off that bottom. It's got to confirm it. Could get a run to 4. I got the cross on JNUG now. The 8 below the 13. Still above the 34. Lots of head fakes going on this morning. No reason to believe that it's going to drop, but it could. It's going to get violent once it makes a decision. It's really tight. The price pinch right here. Looks like it wants to go up. I'm above the left shoulder. I need to close above the left shoulder. "30 seconds. Looking good. It's going to get violent. It's cracking. We got support now. Left shoulder. Follow the trend. It's coming back into the pattern now. Little head fake again. S&P on the daily is consolidating. The 1-2 punch there, Bill. That's the 1-2 punch. Over resistance, back into support, double back for a flat top break. Watch the 1-2 punch. 1-2 punch. See if we can't get it going right here. So a short little push across 20. Hit resistance at 2020. Let's see, we can just pop that right there. Easy peasy. I know it can do it. 8 seconds. Oh, never mind. New candle. No 1-2 punch, Bill. I do have now a lower high. Still can do it. Always hanging on a thread. BNTC right here. We'll pop its head up 200 shares for the trade. Low volume poppers can be fun. Just watch yourself. Follow the volume. I got 3 times the volume on this bad boy, CLSN. SRNE, we watched that yesterday. Hit resistance, came back into support. Looks like wants to try again. Watch for the lower highs. J-Nug. Just trying to hang on. Choke it. Damn it, Maria. Put the carbosh on it. I need J-Nug to be above the left shoulder. It's crossing over the 34 now. Needs to bounce here. It's going to fall over. I got support at previous highs. Stupid J-Nug. It's got a lot of resistance. It's got a 2-bar pattern working across the 34. Working with the lower high now. Looks like momentum's dropping off as the 8 crosses over the 13. It's got a lot of work to do here. Is it the bearish retracement? Or is it a bullish piercing pattern? Boom, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Need to get above previous highs. That's a resistance right here. J-Nug, you freak. Still trying. There she goes. Let's break the double top. High or low, lower high, whatever. I'm above previous highs. I got support. I need to break the previous highs after that. Break free. I need to break free here. Or it is a lower high again. Oh my God. Bless thou. Come on, J-Nug, for the win. Let's go. Hop to it. Gold in a stink. Hasn't moved. Silver still trying. Come on, J-Nug, make a move. NAK getting close to that 2 o'clock break. Watch for NAK for a 2 o'clock break. Hit resistance, came back into support. Now it's trying again. 2 o'clock. You can do it, J-Nug. You can do it. I can feel you now. I can feel you now. You can do this. You can do it. Let's break that previous high there. I got a double top working now. Watch for the sharp pullback. Made it into resistance. Watch a sharp pullback for a pump. Slingshot move. Trend has gone off the. It's got to break that top in a timely fashion, or the momentum's going to drop. It's got to break it. It's got to take it out. Then we can move across 20. Boom, boom, boom. Nice little move there. Watch for the head fakes. What a higher high. Sharp pullbacks. Got lots of support coming back in. It's finding its legs, trying again. Little slingshot. Pull it back as hard as you can, boys. Watch for this BNTC. It's very low volume, but after that pump, came all the way back in. Now it's got no volume. No one's watching it. Watch for the previous high break at about 250. Could get a nice little pump out of it. It's the reason why it doesn't have any volume, though. Someone pumped it a few days ago, though. Someone knows something. Watch for the support buys here on JNUG. Lots of support now, 1973. Support dropped off. 73, 74. Build that bid. Nice little weekly consolidation right there, Maria. Good call. Weekly, you can see the weekly consolidation. Breaking previous highs, could get a nice little run. TRQ. Got to hold support here for the nice pullback. It's got to be short and sweet. If it takes forever, it's not going to work. Gotta find that support. Let's wait for the reversal bar. KTOV. There's a reversal bar, JNUG, little bullish piercing pattern. Opened down, closing all the way back in. That's a bullish piercing pattern right after the head fake. So let's get this thing rolling. 30 seconds to go. It's not a bullish piercing pattern yet until the confirmation. That's definitely outside day. 2-bar pattern. Opening down, closing all the way in, 50% rule right across the 34, the previous candle. Definitely a bullish piercing pattern. Boom, boom time. Come on. It's got a lot of work to do still. Close that resistance. Boom, boom. Come on. You can do it. This KTOV was just on its highs. Let's watch that one for a break. JNUG, momentum should carry. Once in motion, stays in motion until something hits it. That's that resistance on the way up at 1982, 1983, right around there. Come on, JNUG, stop screwing around. SKLN, Skyline Medical. Looking for volume. On its highs, cherry picking today. Nice bullish consolidation into support in ERV. Watch for the previous high breaks on this one. Volume's good. Breaking to the next previous lows. Volume cures all elements. Trying to break through that gap, right? Lots of resistance at the top of that gap. And I'm showing a double top now at 285. So watch out. Lots of resistance at that gap. It needs to break on through. Looks like it wants to. Let's see if it has any volume. Stupid J-Nug. MBVX on the daily has a nice little inverted hammer. Check that out on the top side. Yes. I think J-Nug's into playing games today. Got one game after another going on. Need to update this list. It's not working out too well today, this week. J-Nug gapped over resistance. Imagine that. NAK right here. Watch NAK. 2 o'clock break. Waiting for the 2 o'clock break. Here comes J-Nug as well at the same time. We're all here, man. What's up? PVG is the runner for miners today. J-Nug's trying to break over resistance, playing games all morning. Looks like we'll have a little runner here. Looking for the previous high breaks. Little double top, triple top. Boom, boom time. Come on. NAK across 2. Get rid of all my crap. Yeah, it is. It's a back and forth action, man. Came off that deep low. Here comes the previous break on JNUG. Miners look good for a while. It's a back and forth, building, 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 and then pop, pop, pop. Everything's been building. JNUG on the daily. You can see the back and forth action. Cross the 8, over the 13, into the 13. Over the 8, into the 8, over the 13, into the 13. And now we're looking for a previous high break over 20. Into 2020, 2050, 2025, in and around there. Looking for a nice 1-2 punch across the daily chart. And I think that spike low was the low, yes. But it's been building for a few. NAK, come on. You can do it. Watch volume on NAK. Yeah, me too. Seems like there's got to be an inflection point on cryptos. I think a lot of bottoms came in. Obviously, the spike lows are all in the past few days. It's got to be an inflection point where Bitcoin starts to go up, all the cryptos follow. That hasn't been the case. Bitcoin should be lifting all boats, but see, it's got to be sometime in the future. Bitcoin moves up, everything's going to move up with it. Just keep to those monthly charts there, Jasper. Those are the ones that are going to outperform. There's going to be a lot of bottoms coming in, though. Yes, I'm still a buyer. Trying to get as much money over there as possible. Accumulate, accumulate, accumulate until the next run. Intermediate bottoms could take 3 to 6 months. So we've only been 3 months, 4 months. So it could be a couple more months before we get all those dailies to start moving around. But the monthly ones are the strong ones. Yes, stick to those strong ones. Pretty sure they held up pretty nicely. Even some of them are trying to break. NAK got knocked back again. Needs better volume to get through. Just stick to those monthly charts, man. The strong moves are going to come on those monthly charts. Everything else is coming into a bottom, spiking low. You can see those spike lows and then the recoveries. JNUG, stupid Stupid thing. Coming back in to gather its legs again. Gotta hold support. Stay inside the pattern. Stupid J-Nug. Yeah, we won't need exchanges. There goes J-Nug for a breakdown. Stupid J-Nug. For the measured move. Got previous highs here. Yes, that's probably happening now. China and Russia are playing games. Pretty sure they're wanting to control the whole crypto markets. J-Nug breaking into previous highs. I believe that China's going to have a crypto backed oil contract and gold. I'm pretty sure they already have it done. They're going to be rolling that stuff out. The dollar is in dire straits. Lots of games in JNUG today. Should have known better to think that this is going to go up. It tried to go up many times and it broke. Kept getting rejected. So finally the rejection came to a head. But this could be the sharp pullback we were waiting for. This is a 1 minute chart, by the way. So it looks drastic. It looks very drastic, but it's not nothing. I'm still trying to get across previous breaks on the 60-minute chart. It looks good. It's just we need to find it. 3-bar pattern off the bottom, support line. Watch for the bearish retracement. The V bottoms don't work. So it's going to V bottom, come back into an opposing point, find trend, and then we can break. Just gathering its legs. Just reading the charts. I don't know about manipulation. I know it's out there, but we had a head fake a couple times this morning already. Now we had a previous break and then the bigger head fake. Came all the way back into support. So is this a bearish retracing? Or is it going to keep continuing to fall over? Should be all right. The 60-minute chart looks good. Just trying to get over that resistance. Lots of resistance ahead of us. Keep an eye on that NAK. It could just blast off at any moment. Nice little chart. Broke into the 2 o'clock range, came back into support. Now it's doubling back. Just recently we hit that 2 and it backed off just a tiny bit. That's the best mover aside from Maria's PVG, which is still close to its highs. Nice volume break. I believe the volume is increasing. We already hit a bottom. You can see the volume increasing on PVG on this whole area. It's a monthly chart. JNUG monthly, you can see all the volume in on the pattern on the right. It's gaining steam. It's TLD. JNUG back into resistance. It's a nice little consolidation phase there, Maria. Previous high breaks can get you out of there. Stay above previous highs. NAK is gaining steam. Let's make sure we hold support on this retracement here on JNUG. If support does not hold, then all bets are off. We need a pattern to form. We need a hold trend. Hit resistance, and now it got rejected. Broke down into resistance. It's a bearish retracing. Let's see, make sure that we can hold support. We need to find trend. There's a gap down. We need to hold. Closing down, opening in. I'm going to accumulate cryptos until the next run there, Jasper. Tooth and nail. Stupid JNUG. Bearish retracing. I don't like those flat bottoms. We don't have trend anymore. Could easily take a leg here. NAK looks good for a move, man. Good job on the option there. Just stick to long-term options, right? You really got to know what you're doing if you're going to day trade options. Boom, boom, boom. NAK looks good. That's a weekly chart, or that's a monthly chart. I don't see any reason why we can't break out of this J-curve consolidation. We had the J-curve pop last time, came in, consolidating now. Very, very nice. I think it would be a nice runner. Stupid J-Nug. Let's see if we can't hold previous breaks. Go back to biomedicals. Stupid J-Nug. You can see that bearish retracing now. Over the 34, back into resistance, and then the rejection. There she is. Your best sell was at resistance. So once the breakdown, got lots of work to do now. So pretty much going to write this off for the rest of the day. Make sure we hold support on the longer term charts here. Because if that breaks down, then we're going to be in some world of hurt there. Ugh. Stupid J-Nug. APRI. Looks like a monthly break chart right there. Yeah, the altcoins have pulled back quite a bit this week alone. But like I said, follow those monthly charts, man. Those ones didn't pull back so hard. No, it's just gathering its legs on the longer term charts. It's still good. Nice bounce here. Gonna make sure the longer term charts hold. I don't see too much moving anymore after this short first hour. Looks like S&P wants to take a leg up after it consolidates. That's a lame. Gold still holding. Hasn't moved much. Silver still holding 17. That's good. Crude should be coming back in. Now it's bouncing. Watch for the 60 break. Make sure we get above the averages here on the bounce back. I have to brew more coffee. It's supposed to be the first hour, and everything's just turned around on us. So it's going to have to work all day to get through the funk. It did open up, though, so I was very optimistic. Once in motion, stays in motion. So on the opens are important for the first hour. Everyone makes their money on the first hour. And it just, everything turned around on us at the end of that hour. It opened, JNUG opened nice, consolidated, but just broke down here shortly. So after the breakdown, everything needs to settle in, gather its legs, find the V bottoms, find the opposing points, and then the break. Looks like a left shoulder head forming now. I need to get it back above 1960 on the bounce. No, I think it'll be very safe to accumulate those monthly charts Jasper. You can get a free phone number there, buddy. Do you have a Gmail account? If you have a Gmail account, make sure that you're logged in and then go to Google Voice. With your email is supplied a phone number from Google Voice. Use that Google Voice as your cell phone. You can do this all online. You don't have to have a phone. I have like 10 Google Voice numbers. I got another rejection coming on JNUG. Watch out. So far it's a higher low. Is that clear there, Richard? If you have a Gmail account, make sure you're logged into your email account, and then just go to, on the same browser, just go to Google Voice, and then tell them you want another number. You can use that phone number and register with it. It's tied into your Gmail account. Another flat bottom coming on JNUG. Stupid JNUG. There she goes again. Another leg coming. Hope you got saved, Bill. Looks like that 60-minute chart might just break down. If that breaks down, we're going to be in a world of hurt for the rest of the week. It's a 2-bar pattern on that dark cloud cover. No candy corn, dude. Looks like we're going to come down on JNUG. Pretty much done watching now. It's got to have some kind of miraculous save here. Nice. There goes JNUG falling off the cliff. Top 3, no. I watch JNUG every morning, traded on this 1-minute chart, NAK, and yeah, I'll have to choose a silver, either AG or USLV. I would choose USLV because of the 3 times bullish, and silver's doing pretty good, holding above 17. And AG only because it ran the best last round, so I'd keep an eye on AG. I think once AG figures out to the bottom, then everything will follow. Same with JNUG. JNUG, AG, USLV, and NAK. Those are probably my favorites. But as far as doing a synopsis on the whole miners market, I wouldn't know. I am not too in deep there. I haven't done a miner by miner analysis of which one's ready to move or not. I'm just cherry picking every morning. Cherry picking as in, where did PVG go? Oh, I'm in the wrong list. Oh, that makes sense. PVG was at the top of the list this morning. It's been stuck there all morning, so it was no mystery PVG was running. I didn't say anything. It's a nice consolidation over the 34, right? On the daily. We just want to stay above that neckline, and we want to break about 40 off the top there. Over the 34, back into support, nice consolidation. So we still got a lot of work to do, but it's a nice little pattern here across the 34. So go to, make sure you're logged in on Gmail. Go to Google Voice. Just type in Google Voice, and your Gmail is attached to mini services. You get the YouTube account, Google Voice, Google Alerts. You get all the services once you get that Gmail. So just go to Google Voice, ask for another number for your local, and you can use that number for a while. I've had a Google Voice number forever. Plus, all my websites have a Google Voice number attached to it, so I can forward calls, stuff like that. It's very handy. But you're halfway there, Richard. Just go to Google Voice or get that number, go through the steps, and that's it. And then you give Steemit that cell phone number, and then you'll be attached. Easy deasy, man. Yeah, each one of my websites has a Google Voice number to it, so that I can forward it to the clients, so that I can keep track of what's going on. Because if they're not getting any calls, I'm not worth anything. So I have to justify it. Here comes JNUG across 19. Make sure we hold 19. It took us a lot of trouble to get through there. Dropping off the map. Stupid JNUG. Stupid, stupid, stupid. It's a steep 2-bar pattern on 60-minute. Sucks. I used to have Sprint a while back, and then I moved to the mountains, and I was always on roaming. And I had this number forever, and I didn't want to get rid of it, so I ported it. I paid $20 to port it to Google Voice. So my actual phone number is a Google Voice number. I ported it from Sprint. And now I got another number from Verizon. turned around and screwed me on my contract. Price almost, it wasn't a double, but it almost doubled on me. And so I stopped paying them, and I've always used Google Voice since then. So that's how cheap I am. I will not pay for cell phone service. I have a Google Voice number, and I have to operate off of Wi-Fi everywhere I go. And it's a myth. You need that for emergencies. A myth. I haven't paid for cell phone service for probably 4 years. Stupid J-Nug. Richard, just use YouTube. Say Google Voice tutorial or something. Someone will have a tutorial for you. And that's what YouTube's good for, is the how-to videos. But no one ever calls me, so that's why I don't have, there's no necessary reason to pay $100 a month for cell phone service. Once I'm on Wi-Fi, I can get all the data I need. I got Wi-Fi at home, at work. I'm pretty sure sooner or later I'll have Wi-Fi in the car. So I'm not worried. Not worried at all. If you have a family and all this and that, yes, it's important to be attached at all times. So J-Nug fell over like a brick. Something happened. It should not be falling like that. Something happened. Something happened. Where is it? Dollar's still down. What's up with that? Gold is a couple dollars off now. Looks like a retrace is coming now. Looks like silver's being rejected at the 1725 range. Are you good, Richard? Just look it up on YouTube. Google Voice tutorial, how-to, some kind of how-to video. It'll explain to you. All it is a number. You can port it. You can, I know it's confusing at first, but just think of it as a virtual number. You can hand that number out and then forward it to your cell phone, which I did that for a very long time as well. I use all the Google Voices to forward to my clients. It's a very handy thing, especially when you're running around trying to find a cell phone to register for Steemit. And there's other virtual numbers out there like Vonage. I use Vonage for an office phone. It's like 20 bucks a month. It's funny, we have all these technologies, and then the local business phone, the outlet, you know, the people that are selling office phones, office lines, that the traditional office lines is like, I think my boss is paying close to $250 to $300 a month for an office phone for 2 offices. He's on a contract for 3 years. I told him, "You're an idiot. I pay under $20 for an office phone." He doesn't know what he's doing. That's a lot of money for a stupid office phone. Oh, well, you got to have a landline. No, you don't have to have a landline. I'm sorry. You got jacked. You got effed through the drive-through. I saw you coming a mile away, buddy. Yeah, I don't like J-Nug either. Yeah, if my boss was listening, he would be laughing too, because I laugh at him all the time. Damn, kid, you don't know what the hell you're doing. J-Nug on the 60-minute chart needs to, a lot of work to do now. It'll take a few hours, 6 hours, a couple days. That blows. I don't have time. I don't have time for that. It looks like the retrace is coming back in now. Gold hit the 13. Looks like a retrace coming in. Silver hit the 34. Looks like it's coming back into the 13. The dollar still coming back in. I don't understand why we're having trouble in the miners. A tech? I don't know what that is. TECK? I think anyone smart would be watching for a 1-minute bottom here. Coming out of oversold here shortly. See if we can't get a nice bounce into resistance. This is where I always use my free share trading technique. Take my core, make sure I hold support. I need to get above that 8. And it doesn't look like it's even going to try. Looks like another leg maybe. It's got to hold support. Need to pop across that 8 into the 13. Get a nice little run, then build it. Back and forth, pop, pop, pop. You can really tighten here on the 1-minute chart. It's got to hold that bottom. I don't like flat bottoms at all, but it could just pop. Looks like a nice little J curve. Looks like SRNE, bro. No. No, still got a double top on SRNE. Watch out for that one. IMNP just woke up. It's accumulating now. At the drop off and then the accumulation. So watch the cross. Could get a rejection too. But I'm watching it's getting really tight in here on top of that wave. Might get a little pop here there, Bill. Make sure we hold support. It's accumulating. Someone's accumulating on this bottom. But it could churn. Could churn deadly. Watching for a pop across. Into resistance. No. Doesn't want to hold. Still weak. Still weak. J-Nug's not holding. Damn you, J-Nug. Gonna wait for another one on bottom here. Oh, I don't see crap going on now. But the Dow Jones is up. Why aren't you excited about that? Because it's fake. The Dow's got a head and little top pattern there. Jelly? What do you mean jelly? After the reverse split, all bets are off. I don't like J-Nug at all. Used to be able to get 40% moves all the time on this stupid thing. Not so diluted. I don't think it moves more than 10%. Damn, J-Nug just crushing it. Still waiting for a bottom to get a little snatch. Snatch some J-Nug. On its lows still. Whew. It's got some volume. At least it's short and sweet. Quick, like a slingshot. You can see on the daily now, the left shoulder, head, right shoulder scenario. It's pulling back very hard. Left, head, right shoulder. It's still inside the pattern on the long-term chart. But doesn't help us on the 1 minute. I'm still looking for a bottom somewhere. Coming out of oversold here shortly. Let's watch this. It looks like a bullish piercing pattern, 2-bar pattern forming. Possible. Is it probable? Opening down, closing in. Bullish piercing pattern, maybe, maybe, maybe. Close enough for me. Watch for the previous high breaks into previous lows across the 8. Trying to get out of oversold. Look where the right shoulder came all the way back in. Still could come back all the way to 1820, it seems like, without ruining anything. Yeah, I just have a Vonage one. I can hook it up at home as long as there's a router somewhere. Previous low breaks on stupid JNUGs, not ready yet. So now I got resistance at 1850. Stupid JNUG. Looking for a sharp pullbacks. Looking for my legs. Anywhere there's a router, I can take my phone with me. The landline. But who in the hell would pay $250 for a stupid landline? Just because the company calls it a business line. That's the catch. There's nothing different about it. It's no perks. Oh, you need a business line? Oh yeah, we have a different pricing for that. What? I can't believe that people are paying that much for a landline just because it's a business line. It's like, get a clue, man. Jeez, you're being raped. Here's a 3-bar pattern now on JNUG. Spike low. Coming out of oversold. See if we can get a little pop out of this bad boy. Back above. I may be laughing at my boss, but in a couple months here, I'm going to be saving him $250 a month. So he's going to be laughing with me. Three-bar pattern on JNUG. This could be it, the V bottom. Well, if you need a write-off, that's one thing. But if you need a write-off, you need to get a lease on a fancy car or something. Something luxurious you can write off. Not a stupid office phone. It's a waste. This could be the V bottom that we're looking for here. See what happens as it crosses the 13. Looking for the retrace to test support. I'm going to wait a couple more ticks here. I got to go. Daddy still needs to pay rent. Actually, no, I don't pay rent. Daddy still has to pay taxes. Nice little V bottom. Let's see if we can't pump this thing up, get an opposing point, follow trend. Let's get this thing back across the 34. We need to definitely be above 19 on JNUG. Nice little V bottom. Watch for the pop, the spike high, and then the opposing point coming in for support. Boom, boom. I got resistance coming in now. Previous lows. If I get a couple more clients and I'm showing a profit on my website company, I'm going to be leasing a car here myself. Maybe not a car, but a truck or something fancy. You know, if you're going to do it, you can't show a profit. Gotta write it off. Might as well do it luxuriously. That's how the big boys do it. The big boys all have the trust, though. So they have a big trust, and then they have all their LLCs or partnerships underneath that trust. And there's a whole nother game out there, and we're not playing it. There's the V bottom. Let's find the opposing point, find trend, keep it building. We need to get across the 34. We need to get back above 19. There's our range. Yeah, there's lots. No, the lows over here, those are previous lows. That's resistance on the way up. Once it breaks in the previous lows, it'll ride up that range into the next previous low. So I'm looking for a nice punch across the 34 above 19. It would be nice to get a spike high, and then a retrace back into support. Right now, I just barely have the 8 coming across the 13. As you can see, the price coming back in on that cross. And I'm very almost extended on my elasticity. I'm being overbought here. So it looks like I'm going to pull back. Into the cross. And then try again. Look at the 8 crossing the 13 and price coming down to meet it. The nice little splash. Here's the opposing point. V-bottoms don't work. Look for the opposing point to find trend. Once we find trend, we can follow it on up. It's a nice little right shoulder pullback on that daily chart. We started out really good, thought we were going to bust on through, but then it just pulled back right away. Short and sweet. I like them short and sweet. And I think that justifies as a short and sweet pullback there. Holding support on the 8 daily. I got the left shoulder head, right shoulder sling back. So let's build from here. It's coming on to the end of the pattern on the daily. I need to get above 19. Just because we were building, we were well above the 19 mark. But I gotta go. And that's the plan for today. Get above 19 on JNUG. That right shoulder sling back looks like we're finishing up the pattern on the daily. Dollar's still coming in. Oil's still coming in. Actually, oil's bouncing, maybe pulling out of that pullback. Gold, still holding. Silver, I need to stay above 17. Watch for those pullbacks. I thought we were finished with the pullbacks on silver. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I'm thinking that this is done. The pullback, the pattern's completing on silver. And gold was just a pullback into previous high support. So I need to turn on gold. I need to get above 13, 19, 1850 on silver. And that's about it. Watch for the double tops forming on S&P and Dow. Still consolidating. The Dow looks like it wants to make another high. It's retarded. Something's wrong. It's gone parabolic on us. NASDAQ's just coming into support. It's consolidating nicely. Watch for the bounce on JNUG. Let's build, 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 build. Get back across the 19 on JNUG. I do have to go. I gotta fill my belly, get some more coffee, finish some laundry. Thanks, Richard. Hope you get that cell phone figured out. It's a very handy thing to have, Google Voice. You get a phone number for every Gmail account that you open up. And that's how you work a bottom on JNUG. Boom, boom. 3-bar pattern over the 8 into the 13, back into the 8 for the splash, and now the previous side break across the 34. Boom, boom. Follow the trend. I'll see you guys.